Is everyone good? Are we good?
Yep.
Yes.
Are we recording?
Yep. We are going.
Okay. This will not be easy. You will need to focus and you will need to work together. The great worm cavern surrounds you. The millennia-aged frozen walls turn to red in the steeped glow of blood. Radiating from the once pools of water now turned into an oozing, half-clotted viscera. The white tree in the centre of the room sways, its red leaves dancing in the breeze that pushes in from the open platform ahead. This platform was once home to Ungabungason's prison, but where once stood a block of eternal ice, unreal and insidious in its form, and in its place hovers a spectre of dire evil. Its presence radiates a stench of catastrophe, a stench of rotting death that fills your nostrils. Its words ring out from the moments past. I am the gatekeeper of your reckoning. Unlock this power for me and face your doom. Face the phantom of Grezook. As the words linger, the green flames from his hands light and shatter into several tiny wisps, flying across the room, hurtling into the frozen bodies of the first men that surround this chamber. Their expressions, once ridden in fear, begin to turn. It's turned to yellow, and locked faces twist into a malevolent grimace, and the ice that wraps around their bodies begin to crack and shatter as life splinters into being. And the spectral voice rings out once more through the chamber. Bring them to the tree, shouts the phantom, and the animated beings lurch forward in awkward, terrible movement at the command of their master. I'd like everyone's roll initiative.
Succeed. I've got to select my person. Okay.
Standard.
Wrong. Did I even roll it? Oh,
Maybe he's not on that, sorry.
Oh, this is
Hey,
one
Adam.
of the greatest initiatives I've ever rolled.
Alright. Wow.
Oh my god.
Some good
a
initiative,
+4
guys.
initiative to a fucking 10.
Apart from you know.
Oh well.
Hell,
What can you
man.
do? These things happen.
I can't remember exactly where you had Kurohi on. Okay, you should be
Yeah,
able to
makes
make him a bit bigger. He's not meant to be that small, but yes.
Oh, a little Curry.
he should be-
And a cube.
You can't understand, okay.
Sure, he is dried up with the ice. He's
All good. And I will roll for all of these boys. Sorry, I should approach roll for these guys to begin with. It's all pre-rolled. In fact, I'm just gonna roll as one initiative, and they'll all just roll off the same thing. The good way to manage mobs. Okay.
Luckily, they've
Oh,
all
hey.
rolled ass.
Brother.
So nice one.
Okay.
Grezook has waited here forever and he rolls a 6. Oh, I'm not ready yet. Hold on.
To be fair, he should have probably rolled advantage on that, but
Oh, sorry, I had the tree of life connected to this one USB-C. Hang on.
Why is my tree of life not running?
you will laugh now.
Shit.
Okay. We begin the round with Kurohi. Over to Kurohi.
Amazing. Kurohi turning and seeing this spooky goblin approaching Philip from behind, currently unaware. He immediately runs over and runs a fist attack on him just to test the waters.
Oh,
And it's a
Oh.
attack, so he gets
Oh
two
my
first.
God!
holy
the
God,
fuck?
Curry.
Whoa.
That's three
Oh, he's gone fucking Ultra Instinct.
in a row.
Yeah. Yeah.
My God,
What?
Curry.
I'm just gonna roll.
It's not
just to see if
impossible.
it's bugged as hell. No, it's fine.
Oh my
Oh.
god, he rolled 2 natural 20s in a row.
Curry,
Corey, after all of those ball
pulls his head
bowls,
Go ahead, going ape shit crazy.
Hell yeah.
after all of those failed spore balls, Corey instantaneously.
God.
What is that in total?
12,
Oh my god.
30.
30 in one go.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Corey immediately rips the head from this frozen corpse before it can even start to animate itself, and the rest of the body just splinters into ice, shattering down on the ground.
This
A
Grezook kind
huge
of stopped
attack from Curry.
mid-sentence just for a moment. But,
Well, never mind. There's plenty more left.
He turns to Fernand afterwards and sort of just nods and finishes like a small tear of his eye.
Fantastic.
He's going to use the rest of his movement to like step up so it's a bit, towards the stairs, and that's his go.
Okay, cool. Please press done. I would ask everyone to remember to please push done on your chars. That's right.
Is it Avon or is it Tree of Life? I saw that in it.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, Tree of Life should have a turn. The Ungabungason, I'd ask you to make me a dexterity saving throw as the branches around you start to move. And looking up at it, you are enraptured by the tree. Your old cellmate begins to move. However, as you stare at it, the branches begin to move, and you suddenly realize what's happening as you snap out of this enraptured state, and you are able to dodge with one of the branches as it swipes at you. Yes, that is the end of the Tree of Life's turn. And so we move to Abart Helmer.
Abard is going to move here, and then as he enters battle with the Wave Cutter Blade, he's going to cast Fear with a cone of 30, which I think will affect these three corpses in front of him.
Yes.
what about Medica?
Only enemies, I believe.
Oh,
That's current 30 then.
So they need to pass a Wisdom 13 roll.
They don't, because they're immune to being frightened.
Aha!
And as your jet of... explain to me how it fails.
So
Paint the picture.
the Wave Cutter Blade, the way it casts Fear is I do a projection of whatever it's targeting's worst fear. But I assume that these things just have no fear whatsoever, so Abard is expecting this big sort of explosion of energy, and then it just fades to nothing. Spooky way, almost as though the energy is being sucked into them.
Indeed.
But you're not immune to my sword! And Abard
Except with less confidence.
Wave Cutter Blade.
oh, nice.
22 hit.
A 22 does hit, yes.
That's 13 slashing damage. And I'll use my second attack on the same boy.
Okay.
23.
Ooh, high rolls, yes. What's that in
Nice
total?
dice.
20,
25.
25.
And that is the end of Abel's turn. So,
Okay.
click done. So,
That's right, thank you. Move to Ungabungson.
Unger ducking out the way of the branch of his tree. His emotions go from awe and fear and slowly start boiling into rage. He pulls out the spear he grabbed from the poor mummified corpse of the man on the staircase earlier and launches it with abandon at the spectre of Grezook. Now, he's 60 feet away, so I think that's still fine. He's 60 feet away, so I think that's still fine.
I'm gonna say you're gonna need to do this at disadvantage because between you and it is the tree,
Oh yeah.
based on that current position.
I'll roll another one, and oh no.
Poopy bums.
Unfortunately, with a natural 1, the spear thrusts and flails into the tree, and as the spear tip smashes into the tree begins to bleed around.
Hunger's vision is caught by that for a second, and he looks at it in confusion. He's going to move off towards the right, try and get a clearer shot, and he's going to throw his own spear. Another throw. Would this be a normal throw?
Yeah, you got line of sight on that. That's fine.
Oh, no.
Oh shit.
What was that? The 15.
15.
Yeah.
In your haste to run around the tree, the spear launches from your hand, and the spear passes through the phantom of Grezook.
Hunger's going to continue to circle back towards this white over here. And that is the end of his turn.
Medicrin Sinus.
As Medica senses something happening behind him, and he sees on the corner side the other ice zombie coming to life. He casts a booming blade and 180s and hits the ice zombie with his hammer.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, everyone's
And,
rolling high tonight. It hits.
yeah. And as I, so it's only one-handed.
One-handed.
And as the
yeah.
strike also hits, the target is sheathed into some kind of an aura, that's gleaming a little bit, and as well, Medica's casts. Sorry about this.
Can I interrupt you before you do that?
Yes.
Your hit shatters the icy form of this frozen first man. So before you were even able to kind of get through to your second action, the form explodes in a shimmer of ice, and you see kind of Abard's expression behind the shimmer before you move on to your next attack.
Just to ask Kimmy, if you do a one-handed attack, if you have Divine Strike on, you still get the other 8 there, just so you know, right?
Oh, it rolls Divine Strike
Yeah.
by itself. Oh, nice.
Yeah. So that's what the little slash is. So the 7 would be for two-hand, but then the 8 is...
Oh, then you add the 8, so it would have been 18.
Would have been an 18.
Ah, nice.
Just so you know.
because
next time.
that comes automatically for me now.
Exactly.
So is that what you were going to do? Add on?
Yeah. I was
Okay,
going
cool.
to boost the attack with some nice little sparks.
Got it. Well, before even having to do it, the spectral, the animated body of this frozen first man explodes, and you're stood side by side with Abard Helmer. Is that the end of your turn?
No, I will move next to the other ice boy. And we'll go for a shield of fate.
Okay.
My turn.
Done. Plus 2 on your AC. Okay, cool. You move to Shamash and Fenkin Cabradon.
Cameraman he's got the Curse of Darkness around him for a 15-foot radius, which means obviously Nubs can't see shit as well.
Oh,
Oh, it's gone dark. But it's okay, Nubs. smash has gone.
No,
over
it bloody
here.
isn't.
And there we go. Nubs is in the light with the edge of darkness just up into him. So Smash is completely hidden from any danger, while Nubs is only slightly exposed because he hasn't put get stuck. I think that's everything for now. Smash prepares himself for the next round.
We move to Finn and Bracelet.
Hello. Thanks.
The Necrogob. Just want to make sure. Does the swing.
Well, it shouldn't roll on an AC. It should be the con save, right?
Yeah, that is the damage I think it rolls.
Yeah. Does it in the wrong way for some reason. This is a con save. Fun.
Yeah, I think
I'd say yeah.
Let me.
And then 13 damage if it doesn't do right.
What does the ray of enfeeblement look like?
Oh, it's like I imagine the staff sort of does like this little black ball at the end of it. Looks like kind of like antimatter sort of just, and then eventually goes like out towards him, like this like bolt across the room. Yeah.
The bolt smashes into the Spectre as it's already starting to move out into the battlefield, and it smashes into it. It rolls a natural 1, and it takes 13 damage. Is there any other additional effect to that spell?
Yeah, definitely. It only deals half damage with weapon attacks that use strength until the spell ends, which is up to a minute's time. So I imagine 1 round.
So from going forward, the Phantom only deals half damage on melee attack or any attack based on strength.
Weapon attacks that use strength until the spell ends.
Can you display it here?
Rules lawyer, please may you look into that for me. Okay, got it. Cool, thank you. At the end of your turn. Okay.
Yes, I did it all myself.
It's Nubs in time. And Nubs is going to try and fire his bow at this target here, just down away from him. Little ice zombie here. Yep. Sorry, my roll thing is pretty weird. Does a 29 hit? We assume it does.
Yes.
Oh my god.
We do 11 damage. Oh no, we do 10. Sorry,
Arrows.
just 10. Just 10. Just 10 damage.
Just 10, just 10. Okay.
Yeah, let's have another go. Here's another shot at the same target. There's a 20 hit. We assume it does.
It does.
This time he will do 15 damage because he's already hurt it.
Okay, the arrows shatter into the frozen, reanimated corpse as it is starting to run upwards towards the staircase.
Alright, and that with that, Nubs is going to just slightly reposition himself to get sort of a tiny bit more out of the darkness, just so there's no disadvantages with that. And he'll place himself there, and that's the end of his turn.
Okay. Right. Frozen first man time. And dice. First goes to scale up. It succeeds and moves over towards Abard Helmer. Abard Helmer, I'd ask you to make a strength save as the Frozen First Man attempts to grapple you.
25.
25. You managed to resist. Ungabungason, I would ask you to make me a strength save as a frozen first man from behind you goes to grab you.
Ugh.
30.
Jesus Christ.
Do you get to teleport
smash your
behind him?
elbow into the back of its head as it tries to grab onto you. Just hear this like snarl as it grabs onto as it tries, but you butt it back. Medicate Insanus, I'd ask you to make me a strength save. You are grappled. And it is going to move you. It's going to move at half speed, holding you. What is it?
See a spectral caveman stood on top of a rock playing guitar.
It's going to move 15 feet and pushing you over towards the tree. You start to look at the tree as the branches start to move out and start to wrap out into the air around you. You're not close enough. You're not within the inner circle. We have two more measurement. Dun, 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 dun. Needs to run down the staircase. Another one runs up. Another one runs up into the darkness. Other frozen first men move. That is the end of the first man's turn. We move to Phantom Grezook, who teleports 60 foot. Straight into the fray. And he flies. He's hovering above ground at all times. And I would ask, where are we? All creatures in a 30-foot radius to make a wisdom save.
This music's perfect.
Yeah.
Yes.
Finnan, you get a +3 on that.
Nice.
Oh no.
Oh, hey, Mark. Hey,
So
Mark.
that is Korohi, Abard, Finnan, Unga, Medica. Need you all to roll me a wisdom save. What have we got? You're looking to beat an 18.
I don't think I did it.
Does he have a brain?
Yeah,
Okay.
true.
One. He has
Is that
memories.
that brain?
Abard got it now.
Abard. I would say there's imprinted memory, which maybe it doesn't equate to the same of what he feels or what you would feel through your nervous system, but there is something still true to it, and that is fear. You know that this beast has emotion, and Abard, the same fear that you tried to cast on these reanimated beings, as right next to you, this red cloaked spectre appears next to you, and it lets out a howl of dread that echoes around this hall. Everyone that rolled below an 18, you are now frightened for the next minute, unless you are able to
Holy
shake
shit.
out of it using a wisdom save for every next one of your turns. Yeah, with that, that is the end of its turn for now.
Friendly game. Do we also have
so-
to try and run away from Grezook because we have fear, or just that we?
You have to do that on your turn and then roll at the end of your turn to see again whether or not you're frightened, I believe.
All good.
That is the end of its turn. We move to Karahi. Oh, and sorry, because we're at the end. Wait, sorry. Because we're at the top, we then move to a layer action. And with that, the pools of water turn to blood. Is anyone or one person? Nubs. From behind you, you hear.
Oh,
And
shit.
looking over your shoulder from behind you, the pool of water now turned to blood. You see a tentacled, oozing form of blood wrapping towards you, and I would ask you to make me dexterity save.
Holy shit. Rah! 18.
You manage to barrel roll out of the way and spin out of this as the oozing tentacle splashes down on the ground around you and blood spatters over the floor. Kurhi and Finnan and Abard, I would ask you all to do the same.
Holy
Dexterity
shit.
saves.
Finn, you get a +3.
Does look like we all-
Kurhi
Oh god.
Kurhi is and Finnan are both instantly dragged into the water or into the blood, the viscera. You're pulled in, and you would hear this of liquid as you're pulled in. You're all drowning. So both Kurhi and Finnan, you're now drowning underwater and restrained. You need to, on your next turn, make a strength save to be able to pull yourselves free.
Which pool are we in? Just so.
This one right here, right by the steppy steps. So you're pulled in, and you're in. Yeah, yeah. That's the end of the lair action. Sorry, we moved to the top of the round. So Kurhi can make a strength save now to see if he can pull himself free.
Oh, good pull.
He doesn't. I can't remember exactly what it is. I'll come back to you, but move to Abard, and I'll come back on what damage he takes.
Abard, trying to pretend like he's not scared of Grezook, is going to just turn his back on him so that he has him out of his sight. It's like, ha-ha! And will bravely strike at the much less imposing enemy stood next to him. And he swings the Raven blade at disadvantage. There's a 15 hit, one of the ice zombies.
Yes, 15 hits.
That's a 17. And then Abard will use his second attack. It's a 12.
Travel through time.
A 12 doesn't hit.
That's all good. Abard will stand there menacingly, still trying to just kind of avert his gaze, but not fully turn his back on like a big old Grezook.
So- Sorry, Abard though, just to double check, you rolled a natural 1 on the wisdom save for frightened. You're frightened.
Of this guy, right?
Yes, I've been rolling a disadvantage. And Rules Lawyer said no running away
No running
in
away.
the chat. Yes. Kimmy, do you want to...
Frightened
So yeah,
creatures
there was
disadvantage
only mention the
against
creature
attack
can't
rolls.
willingly move closer. So
Oh, closer. So it doesn't have. Okay, got it. Okay.
So he just
cool,
turns
cool,
around.
Cool, cool.
Don't see this
Okay.
anymore.
Everything's fine.
I'm going to ignore this.
I think I'll ignore that problem behind me for now.
I'm just going to pretend that's not there. Okay. Okay, kind of makes sense, kind of doesn't, but let's go with it. Okay, yeah, perfect.
Very
The
A-bot.
15,
Very RP.
Yeah, he did
the 15
17.
hits. So which was the one you hit?
the
17.
blanket, I can't
This one
see
right
you.
here.
I hit the ice zombie that's being
Yeah,
highlighted
yeah,
in blue.
Got it. Thank you.
The end of my turn.
Um,
Oh, and now I should do a wisdom save as well to see if I break this fear.
Yes, you should.
23.
Alright,
You break it.
good technique, Avon.
Turning his back, Avard, now unable to see Grezook, is suddenly encouraged and rallies himself.
I'm not afraid anymore.
If I can't see it, it can't hurt me.
Is it stoicism
turn
or is
ever.
it lack of object permanence? We just don't know.
Lack of object permanence. Oh, that's great. I hope so.
Okay, move to Ungabungson.
Okay. Ungabungson. Turning to this white next to me. He's going to pause for just a moment to see if there's any semblance of humanity in its eyes. What does he see when he looks into the eyes of this creature right next to him?
You see a friend. You didn't know, like, looking at these first men around you, Unga. These aren't of your main tribe. You ran in the main pack. You ran that pack. These people are the husbands, the craftsmen of the village that you knew. You didn't know them all by name, but you recognized them all. They all played a part in your tribe.
Can I use my... Hold on. Can I use... Where is it? Can I use my insight to kind of look into his eye and see if there's something human still behind the eyes?
Yeah, for sure. It's quite simple. There is nothing left of whatever being was in that body before.
Seeing this, Unga's grip is going to tighten on his maul. Sorry, brother.
Oh shit.
That was a great weapon attack, so that's actually 36. He hits that white ball.
Wow. So 36 damage or 36 to
damage.
attack?
Whoa.
So a -5 from the 31, so it'd be a 26.
Wow.
What, 26 plus
Sorry,
19?
that's 35. 35.
Yeah.
35.
Okay. Explain to me how you instantly killed this first man.
Unga's just going to swipe up with his maul as he kind of brings it into the ready position and the underside of his chin, and just kind of fire his head off, I suppose.
The head never comes down
head
again.
just-
That's all.
It hits the ceiling and just shatters into 1,000 pieces of icy glass.
Stepping closer, Unga is then going to attack this white here. Same again, with a kind of abandon. You've not seen him move before. So it's going to take a -5 to the attack roll to use Great Weapon.
15, right?
15 would be, yeah.
I think that still is.
Sorry, which one are you doing this to?
The one that's grabbing Medica, the one right next to me.
I got it. Okay, great. Cool. As he's pushing Medica, so a 20 hits.
It'd be 15. Does a 15 hit?
Oh, a 15 doesn't hit. No.
Anyway, I've got one more attack, so I'm just going to swing again. Does a 22
That
hit?
hits. Yes, it does.
So that would hit for 26. I'm
You
guessing
hit
that.
for 20. Sorry, say that again.
So, using
Should I not look at the numbers?
No, using Great
Yeah.
Weapon Master, that is, and my attack roll is -5. So my attack roll is 22, but my damage is the same. Sorry, that my damage will be, if I successfully make a Great
Increase.
Weapon Master hit, it will be +10. So that'd be
Okay.
16 plus 10. I can
26. This is what I wanted for my bow. But they removed it from the game. Oh.
Oh, is the engine shit starting? Oh.
The your maul smashes into the back of the enemy. It's going to make a strength save to see if it actually lets go of Medica. It continues to hold him.
Damn, this was hard as fuck.
Grrr.
We move to Medica. Medica, roll me a strength save to see if you escape the grapple. Three. Versus a 20. You manage to pull yourself away. What do you do?
That is my action, I presume. I think it is.
I mean, if it's a saving roll.
Yeah. But the grappled creature has to make an action to try to break free. So I broke free, and then I will summon a helping little creature.
It's a creature.
I call him a creature.
What the hell's that?
No, just
Medica's sense of humour.
He never lets
it
me
is my
out.
spiritual weapon just up there, right next to me. I'll throw a nice little spiritual weapon.
Can we give inspiration to Sam, just in general, for that? That's fucking hilarious.
A 15 doesn't hit.
No,
Oh, sorry.
it isn't attacking. I've just casted it. to
Okay,
show
you're just
that I
casting it.
casted
Okay.
Yeah, it
Got
doesn't
it.
attack on the first
Cheers.
round.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Yes, I think that is it. Yes.
Okay, we move to Shamash, Frank, and
Excellent.
Cabradon.
Shmash sees this frosty man walking up behind him. Thinks, "Oh, thank you very much." Hoping he can't see him in the darkness, he decides to fire a couple of Eldritch blasts at him to slow him down. 15 doesn't hit.
No, it doesn't.
Does 22.
It does.
Excellent. So he hits from one blast, and he quickens his Eldritch blast spell and gives another 2 blasts at the fellow. 23 hits.
Yeah.
That's 13 damage. How's the chat?
For a total.
On the 13. It is looking staggered, but it still has energy in it as it starts to looks at where it was hit from in that direction and starts to walk towards you, feeling through the darkness. 21 hits, but a 5 is not enough to down it.
Smash sees this chap and decides that discretion, being a better part of valor, valiantly decides to come and help Nubs with his struggle. So, runs over there behind Nubs, enveloping Nubs in total darkness.
Ugh.
And
Excellent.
sorry,
Is that the end
is
of your turn?
everything done.
We move to Finn and Bracefoot. Under the viscera, the blood and the viscera in this pool, you need to make a dexterity save, but as you were pulled in, you already failed once as you were pulled in, so I need you to take what is it? 2d8 of damage initially before you make the next save. And Kurohi needs to also do the same. Yes, so you take 12 on Finnan. Kurohi takes 7. As you're swimming around in this pit of liquid, as you open your eyes, you just see bones, skulls, other elements of just rotted flesh floating around in this pool of blood.
Bidden hates this hellscape. But is too weak to put himself out.
You take
Oh,
another
no.
2d8 of damage.
Would that be for Kurohi as well? Because he failed again too earlier.
If he's already rolled 2 dexes on it, then yes. Every fail he makes.
Wait, has he rolled 2 dexes? I can't remember.
No, not yet.
No, Kurohi.
I don't think he would have rolled another one
No,
because it's not been his turn yet.
It's just the one. Oh my god.
Ooh.
I imagine
Great
with
roll.
this music, you're just looking through the hazy, blood-soaked spirit of you, like looking at you and Kurohi in slow motion, trying to pull yourself out of this gelatinous ooze.
Bubbles like slowly going up, light beginning to fade. It's
There's
just
too
getting
much
darker.
fight going around on the surface. No one even realizes you've been pulled in yet. And we move to Nubs Grimrick.
So I can't see anything, right?
You can't see
No,
a
you,
thing.
you obviously saw Shamash. Well, no, you saw a ball of darkness come towards you and envelop you, and that was it.
Okay. So I just scream into the nothingness. Jesus Christ, Shamash, I can't see a fucking thing. How am I supposed to use this fucking bow when you're there? Can I feel this wall in front of me here?
Yes.
Okay. I remember that this wall led to a slope that sort of rolled all the way down to this level here, so I'm going to attempt to slide down the slope on my back and on my backside and try and move myself down here to this spot. What
Okay,
would you
I'd
like-
ask you to make me athletics or an acrobatics at your choice at disadvantage.
At disadvantage, fair enough, yeah. We're going to go for acrobatics. Oh, hold on, my fucking dice have to roll. Alright,
Oh, that's not
it'll be a
bad.
14. Could be worse.
First, you kind of like pull yourself over the ledge, and you have no idea where you're going, but somehow you feel yourself start to smooth, and you ride into the curvature of the small cliff face.
Like a small
And you
bowling ball.
roll
Sorry.
at the bottom as you anticipate it, and you end up in the platform. Looking up, you just see this smoked area of darkness where you've just come down from. I'm imagining darkness kind of hovers at a level, like it doesn't go down in a sphere, right?
Like a
It's
sort of,
around
yeah.
you.
Well, I don't know. I mean, technically, it is a round sphere of darkness. So,
Oh, okay.
let
But
me just
how
have a look.
high,
Hold on.
if it's a sphere of darkness and it's 10 feet, was I
It's
great?
it's a 15-foot radius sphere, so it's a sphere. It's up and down, essentially.
Did I
So-
drop
so
15
this-
feet, basically? is what-
And
You
yeah.
did. So you're on the edge of the sphere, so you would be out of it.
Thank goodness for that.
Hello,
Alright. Oh, dusting himself off. Nubs grabs his bow again. He's like, right, Christ alive. He takes aim at the white that's grappling Medica and Sarnus currently, although Bungerson is sort of in the way. So he rethinks his plan and he takes aim at this white over here instead, and casts. He just points his bow at it and shoots.
Laura,
With a
sorry
32.
though, because
Oh, sorry.
you just used an action to move down the cliff face.
Oh, I thought it was maybe my movement, but okay, my apologies.
No, because you had to
No, because
skill
we used
check
the
it.
athletics check.
like-
Yeah, exactly. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, we'll ignore that. And then Nubs will then just scurry a little bit over to the side here. So he's got slightly better angles. Actually, will he? Yeah, he's just going to scurry over to the side here to put a bit of distance between him and I can still use 25 feet of movement, I guess, my full movement, can I?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll go all the way up here then for now. And sort of just put a bit of distance between me and the white. Okay, that's the end of Nubs' turn. Oh, he mutters under his breath, thanks a bunch, Shamash.
Shamash with his dragon hearing says, "It was full of best." Trust me.
At the end of your turn, the Phantom of Grezook uses a legendary action to cast Soul Rend. And for everyone... No, in fact, he's going to use his legendary action to cast Spectral Strike. And Abard Helmer, who is right below it. Abard, your AC, please.
23 currently.
With a 26, you take 25 damage.
Oh,
as
hold
the-
on.
Right.
Is that a physical attack with a weapon, or is it not?
It's with a hand, so it
Okay.
is a melee.
Yeah. Rule
It's
lawyer.
not with a weapon.
Doesn't sound like it's with a weapon.
Yeah, if it's a spell, then it's not covered by that.
But it was a physical attack? Or was
It is
it?
It's a
Was it a spell?
physical slash magic attack because it's his hands, which are magic and spectral.
But he's hitting him physically. You know,
I
it's
would
like
say
It's his.
it
It's his.
doesn't-
It is his like physical attack. So
But he doesn't use a physical force. What is the damage?
he isn't.
Well-
He is not a physical force. So maybe that is the determining factor. Everything about him is magic.
And
Is
what
the damage type magic as well?
The damage type is necrotic.
Oh, no, that's
yeah,
settled.
it's not
Yeah.
a-
Abard, you
Sorry,
take
sorry.
25 necrotic damage as the fiery green claws smash into you and knock. I would ask you also to roll me a dexterity save.
I feel like the image of this incredibly powerful
that one?
undead phantom.
You are thrown 15 foot.
In which direction?
Into the pool.
I mean, it is in the direction of the pool. Ultimately, like that is the way the ruler points from you. So, I would ask you all to then roll me another dexterity save as you fall into the pool and manage to try and cling onto the side, or actually fall victim to being pulled into the pool.
Or stand legs akimbo with one on the stairs and one on the side of the pool.
Well,
Oh dear, I don't think so.
You manage to grab onto the side, and then you feel something clench around your legs, and you are pulled under and into the ooze, and you immediately lose all breath from you. And I would ask you to take 2d8 of damage.
oh, good. Nine.
Take additional 9. As you are thrown in, the Phantom of Grezook turns towards Medica and Ungabungason.
Friendly game. Before we do this, should we have not done the whites before it came to spectral form of Grezook?
Oh, sorry, I've not rolled for the minions. Yeah, of course. Thanks, Joe.
That's all right.
We will start with the first over here, who is the ruler back. To my line. Equals 30. Okay. This first man runs over to Medica and Sanus. Medica and Sanus, I would ask you to roll me a strength save. You need to beat 19. As it tries to grapple you. Another pair of hands grab you. It's used all its movement, so it can't push you even further, but you are grappled by the first. We move to the second. Which you're already grappled against, so I need you to roll. You're already grappled twice, so technically should be a disadvantage. Okay, roll me another strength. You now have 2 against you. You are completely locked, and with this, to move you. Oh, sorry, I've got Ungabungason selected here as well. You are moved closer towards the tree, and now I'd ask you to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Can Anga first roll opportunity attack?
Yes.
It just have to be a normal attack.
Thinking, yeah.
It hits.
17 would have been the one that was closest to me. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, it is. As Medica is being dragged towards the tree by both, you smash into the back of the head of the one that you've already tangled with, and it is enough to destroy that one. But between them, they can move.
He was the only one with actual movement.
You are so correct, and apologies. You are so correct.
Snort.
So we'll say that he managed to move 5 foot before he was hit in the head because he needs to move away before he can actually get attacked.
Sounds
But he has to commit some movement to it at least. So you are moved. And I need to just double check whether that distance still counts from the center. Oh, is that center? God, it's hard to find the center of this thing. I'm gonna say it is. So I'd still ask you to make a wisdom save.
Save.
I'd like you to read me out one of your core memories that focuses on the bad, please.
His entire childhood at his birth home, where his parents either harshly neglected him and outright abused him because of their own life was miserable. Father was a drunk dad without an actual job or wits to him. Mother was not even fit to sell herself as she was disfigured and high by any kind of narcotic she could find. They even tried to sell Medica off multiple times without succeeding and then forced him to do labor, and then any money that he made has to be given up. If no money was made, he was beaten.
As these memories pass through Medica's mind, the tree starts to wrap Medica in, and you all watch as Medica is entangled by the tree and grabbed in against the trunk. Medica, on your next turn, you'll be able to roll a dexterity save to see if you're able to escape from the tree's grasp. We move to the rest of the first men's turns. One moves over to towards Ungabungson. Ungabungson, I would ask you to roll me a strength save. You need to beat a 20.
Oh.
You are grappled. And it moves you 5 foot. Rest of its movement. We have... We have one more that moves up the staircase up onto the central platform. Or at least close. We have 1, 2. One more. One more. Move. And back into the darkness, not seeing where it's going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's the end of the first men's term, and we move to the Phantom of Grezook. And as he flings Abard off of him effortlessly, and as he sees Medica trapped onto the tree, bring me your fear. Bring me your sadness. Feed this tree of life. and he casts Blight. And I would ask everyone
Oh my god.
within... Where are we? Oh. I actually don't know what the radius of Blight is. Give me 2 secs. Oh, it's only 20 foot. It's fine.
Huzzah!
Oops. 20 foot? Or cast it on a... Oh wait, no. For some reason, Google thinks I'm asking about casting light. It's Blight. 2 are very different spells. It centers on a point within 60 feet of you. 10 foot. It is gonna cast it... Good boys. Gonna cast it right in the middle of between this pool. And I would ask that Abard, Finnan, and Kurohi all roll Constitution saves, as they are trapped in the oozing pool, feel this shockwave pass through their bodies. If you roll lower than 18, you failed.
That's straight right.
Constitution. Perfect music for a spell like this.
Finnan first. Kurohi first.
Finnan and Abard both take 40 necrotic damage as Finnan takes half.
So is that 1-4 or 4-0?
4-0.
Oh,
No, we're not in the hundreds of damage just yet.
Oh my god.
40.
I thought Finnan took 7, he said.
No, he takes half.
Oh, it's a 20.
I thought he said 14 and 7. Okay, 20 then. Jesus.
Still. Jesus Christ.
Yikes.
Kurohi takes all of it, right?
Correct. Should we take a quick pee break?
Yeah, sure. Yep.
Yes.
Nice. Oh, it's for confusion. I was like, oh shit.
That's all right. No, don't worry.
That's
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Very good. As Abard and Kurohi feel this wash of necrotic damage pass through their bodies, the Phantom of Grezook turns to Medica, who is strapped against the tree, branches entangled around him. The weakness of men. It is in your nature. Emotion. And through that you will fail. And we move to the top of the round. As part of the layer action, Abard, Finnan, and Kurohi all get a chance to roll dex to see if they can escape from the ooze.
Can I do so of inspiration, please?
Of course you can.
Ooh.
You all spring out. Explain to me the scene as all of a sudden all 3 of you start to poke your heads out through the ooze. We'll go round by round. Abard, you first, then Finnan and Kurohi.
Abard, true to form, just like inexplicably straight out box jumps out of the water and just like lands on both feet, planted like in perfect sword stance, like an Oblivion NPC. Just
You never should have come.
Finnan and Curry.
Are we like sort of getting to the surface, or are we like actually out? Is my question.
I'm gonna say you're able to break free enough to be able to pull yourself out.
Amazing. Finn and Serpentry illegally goes. Pops up a bunch of red goo and pulls himself onto the side. Currently surfaces and sort of pushes Finn out first, and then like helps himself out onto the side. Currently still terrified though. So. Oh wait, no, it's been around, so not fear anymore.
You have to roll.
You have to roll. At the end, at the start of his turn, he has to roll. I think it is.
Okay.
But he'll get a +3 because he's now in range of Avard.
Is it wisdom? I forget what it is for fear.
For fear, yes, it's wisdom.
Does fear last more than? Is it 3 rounds or is it just
It lasts for a minute.
a minute?
So that's
10
6
rounds.
So that's yeah.
So 10 rounds.
10 rounds, yeah.
Is it 15, 14 good?
No.
Damn it. Okay. Curry, he's still terrified. I guess that's his action done though, or is that just a layer move? So is he allowed to take
No, that's just part of.
That's a save, I suppose.
So he's
All right.
he's saved from both of his conditions. They're not his actions.
Sweet. In that case, he emerges back out of the ooze, drenched, to see one of his frozen compadres again. So he's going to make 2 multi-attack fists at disadvantage because he's still terrified. Does not go well.
Oh,
Just slaps into the solid form of the Iceman, who's just like moving on. Iceman like continues his pace regardless of being slapped around by this large monkey.
Amazing. Curry, he is going to use
So
the
it's busy
frozen
action.
action to head over towards Avard as well. And he is done.
Okay.
Avard, go on.
yeah. No, sorry.
Avard, fresh out of the water, is going to take a slash to the wave cut blade and get a nat 20.
Damn.
And he's going to swipe at the closest boy.
Holy
Uh,
shit.
So
Away
it's
you
38. Is that a
On
kill?
which one? This one.
The one
28,
immediately
wasn't
next
it?
to him, yes.
28 isn't an instant kill, no. It is
Avard applies.
Huge gash
Go on.
in the back.
Avard applies a divine smite that he pre-rolled to that to do an extra 10 damage.
Oh, sorry. So it is 13.
Would that now be a kill?
So what is that? 28 in total.
38.
38.
38. That is a instant kill.
Cool. Was it 28? Kill, just to be clear.
I don't
Not
think
quite,
so,
no.
no.
No,
Not
so
quite.
38.
I've been able to
Paint me
figure
the
out how much
picture.
HP these guys have.
Talking, give me a little cinematic to this. Any
So
instant kill
Avard,
should warrant a cinematic.
Avard jumps directly out of the water and just does like a full body slash and just slices this presumably dear old friend of Ungabungason, one of the oldest beings to exist, wondering about the knowledge and eons of learning that could be gained from this person that is just sliced in half as Avard just yells, "Huzzah!" And you see a radiant light take over Avard as all the blood from the water melts off him.
Love that.
As the light on his chin shines, and you think, actually, I'm inspired by this display as Avard applies an inspiring smite that gives him 16 temporary HP from the shininess of his chin.
How
Where
inspiring.
you jumped out of a that sort of pool area and then sliced him in half, I'm just imagining Obi-Wan jumping out of that hole, flipping over Darth Maul, and then slicing him in half.
And
That's what I
then
was thinking.
with his movement, Avard is going to move down here.
Bye, everyone.
And
I like you say he's going to move this way, not ferociously run away from.
Abard is intending to take a little tactical survey of the battlefield from slightly further away.
Is everyone
Still
inspired?
frightened, right?
Good,
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Abard got out being frightened.
Yeah, he's
Got
just
it,
by
okay,
turning his
cool.
back.
That is the end of Abard's turn.
Oh yes, yes. Okay, we move to Unger Bunkerson, who is not
I'm
grappled anymore.
I am. I think the guy is under the dead one.
Did I-
think his token is under the
Yeah.
dead one. Under
Get
this
rid of
one, I think.
Ah,
Yeah.
yes. Okay, got it. Yeah.
Oh, hello.
So you are grappled. You need to roll an 18 to escape.
Strength save.
Yes.
29.
Effortlessly. Explain to me what happens.
Unger is just going to sort of sweep his arms in the sort of White's arms, bash them out, and then headbutt him basically to break this grapple. And he is going to. He's going to position himself more towards Medica. And then as he sort of gets close to the tree and Medica, he's going to point to the spear that's stuck in. Shiny head man, look. If it bleeds, we can kill it. Pointing to the bleeding tree.
Medica's wailing about.
And that's the end of my turn. Over to Writhing Medica.
Imagine Schwarzenegger. Like,
I just imagine like a cartoon, you know, where they like end it for a break on a scene like that, and as soon as it comes back, it's like on the same scene.
It's like awkwardly extended. Like they added
Yeah.
another 5
Yeah.
seconds onto the animation.
Yeah.
As we move to Medica's turn, I should tell you all that you are in a push and pull battle against a tree, and you are losing. And with that, we move to Medica and Samus.
what do I need to roll to get out of this place?
Dexterity save.
I shall use my inspiration.
Roll me a wisdom save.
That's a dex save, yeah.
Read me your next bad core memory, please.
The treatment he received when he was enslaved by the clerics of Talos to their errand boy and servant was similarly beaten and abused by the men of Talos, but unlike his parents, these people did it just because they could, just because they had fun. This made Medica pursue the same kind of power to become his own master. Before that, though, his life was miserable. Medica vowed to never be in that position again.
And with this, I'd ask everyone to make a wisdom save, because you feel this memory launched out into the room.
I get advantage on wisdom saves because I'm a no.
Only Karahi knows the pain of
Well, lol, that didn't help. That didn't hurt at all.
So you all feel this pain that erupts from Medica's heart, and you all feel this in you, and you will forever understand this pain that he has gone through and that he is going through. But everyone that rolled underneath the 15 has to move 15 foot towards the tree.
What if it was exactly 15? You're all good?
Yeah, you safe.
Sweet.
And I want you to bear with that in mind. You are aware of what he's experienced.
Just this,
Okay.
the second one, not the first one, or both.
So the no, both. Sorry, yes,
Okay.
both.
Oh, both.
Okay.
Everything that is coming out of the tree is amplified into everyone.
Get
Medica,
me
that's
out
the end
of
of your
this
turn,
fucking
right?
tree! Yeah, that's my turn.
Yeah, and
First conversation you've had with
with
Medica
every
ever?
with every turn, you're always allowed to like shout something out, whatever it might be. So don't forget, you're able to communicate to a certain degree through your turns. Don't feel like you just have to like not do anything. Move to Shamash, thinking Cabradon.
Excellent. Shmash sees the fiery, but not fiery, frosty man come towards him, glint of blue in his eyes. Shmash has a slight fear, sees through the darkness, but he thinks, no, of course not. Fires yet another eldritch blast into his face. Does 21 hit
21 does hit.
Oh,
Yes.
with 14 force damage.
You destroy it. How do you do so?
So, as I said, Shmash sees this face looking towards him. A man, monkey, something similar to Unger. Shmash has never quite understood Unger. Not sure whether he's more of a pet than a man. Nevertheless, this person looks even dumber, even emptier than Unger in Shmash's eyes. So as he raises his hand, he says, goodbye. And an ethereal flame beam comes out of it and just bursts the head like a watermelon, splashing all over it as the icy body slumps to the floor in front of him.
Nice.
Shmash turns to his right, sees another weird Unger-like person, but even stupider, on the ground, and fires another beam down at this little fellow here. This chap here.
Smash mutter under his breath. Disgusting.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking monkeys. 25 does hit, but it's only 7 force damage. I imagine that's not enough to finish this fellow.
It isn't.
Well, Smash gains confidence. He starts to wander back over here and tries to get a view of what's going on. He looked to see his friends are not doing too well. He thinks, oh, maybe I should be able to get myself into the fray. Like, no. No, I'll wait here and see how it turns out. All done.
Been in Bracefoot.
Finnan feels pretty worse for wear, but he's aware there's an ice boy right behind, in front of him as he gets out of the pool. Sorry, still covered and drenched in shit. He's just gonna cast a necrotic blast, ideally at his face, in like a flea of desperation after nearly dying in the pool. Oh, for fuck's sake, every time. Oh my god.
Throwing this at the being next to you.
Yeah, this ice boy here.
Yep. A natural 20 will do it.
Is he down?
So, what is the total damage?
16.
Yes. It isn't down.
Oh my
It's a
god.
big hit though.
Nice.
As you see it ricochet into the body, the white.
Amazing. I guess guess I'm in combat, so I can't really run away. So I'm just gonna leave it there.
Alright. So Nubs is going to use his movement to move towards the tree, Bungerson and Medica, just to this level here. He'll be above them, down from them. I can't quite tell on this map, so sorry. And below them.
Sorry, is this from the forced movement?
Was I moved towards the tree anyway?
From everyone
Yes,
that failed
yes, you were.
the wisdom save, you were meant to move 15 foot towards
Right.
the tree.
Yeah, so I was trying to figure that out. Like, which way would I go? Just directly towards the tree, or up
You would
to
go
the
up the stairs.
platform? Okay, sorry. Yeah, my bad. So I have to go 15 this way first. Cool. Yeah, apologies. I didn't. Sorry, I should have asked during, but I was like trying to figure
No,
it
that's
out.
right.
I couldn't realize if I was above it or below it. Yeah, okay. All right. I can still see what's going on above me, though, can I? From here, if this is above me, I'm guessing then.
Yes.
Okay.
There is an element of you which is enraptured by the tree.
Cool. Looking at the tree and its glistening glow, doesn't appear to be fully evil or fully good. Nubs doesn't fully understand it, but a thought just comes to his mind, and he yells up at Bungerson, "Bunger! Maybe it's time to use that horn of yours." He draws his bow again, and he starts attacking the whites that are rapidly approaching the other fellows on the upper levels. So first of all, he's going to shoot at this white here, the one that's on low, looking rather ragged, shall we say, and take a shot at that to try and finish it off.
Yeah.
So he rolls a 16, but that might be enough.
It is.
Cool. All right, so 12 on that one. So I hope polishes it
Explain
off.
to me how you destroy it.
It's this icy creature. The arrow just glides softly and silently through the air, and it just breaks into the chest of this icy creature that sort of crumbles onto its feet, and as it falls over onto the floor, it shatters into 1,000 pieces. Nubs aims upwards then at this next white up here that's also looking a little bit more haggard than the rest. He takes his second shot. So 26. So on that one he deals 15 damage. This guy right here, the one nearest the tree.
The one in the middle. The nearest the tree.
Yeah, this one here.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just bleep on the map. I don't know if it helps or not.
No, that's okay.
Cool.
The arrow shattered into it. It looks of extremely low health and vigor, but it is not dead.
Damn it, blast! He's then going to use his movement to start climbing the stairs now. So he's going to move 25 feet up to this level. I did do that before. I just wanted to make sure I was starting in the right place. There we go. All right. And that will be the end of Nubs' turn now. So onto the icy boys.
Remove the frozen first man's turn. Whoa, in fact,
Friendly
the
game.
initiative. Yes.
My spiritual weapon is still flying about very, very eagerly.
Oh, true. Choppy chop.
How does it
It's not-
operate? If you are
it's not
disabled,
operated. It doesn't require any concentration.
Is it like its own thing?
It's
Kinda.
its own instinct, isn't it?
I can
it could have its
uh,
own initiative in a way.
Yeah, kind of, but I usually just use my initiative. But, where is it?
Well, why don't we say it still operates off your initiative, but then only fails that if certain things happen? It's a bonus action on your turn.
Yeah, I would say going for this.
There's a bonus action to summon it, and then a bonus action to use it for all your turns moving forward.
Well, in Baldur's Gate, it gets its own initiative.
Gets its own initiative. I'm happy for you to roll initiative for it, and we can add it in.
How do I roll initiative for that?
Roll me.
Little fucking
You
thing.
need to give it a token moving forward.
Yeah.
That you can have. But if you just roll a d20 for it now, you can add a custom one into the turn order.
Oh, my boy.
What did you roll for it?
20.
Honey. Okay.
At least something gets a fucking luck.
I need you to roll me a tiebreaker then to decide whether or not it comes before or after the Tree of Life. Roll
kind
another
of
d20.
Yeah.
It's my d20 done.
Amazing.
What did you
There
roll,
are
Tony?
weapon rules today.
Like-
I rolled a 10. It rolled so the your spiritual weapon rolls the top of every initiative. Okay.
After
Right,
Kara
we
either.
move. Yes. Exactly. Yeah. It'll move you above. I think that works. Okay, sorry. Frozen first man. Okay. Who have we got left? Finn and Bracefoot, as you attack the frozen first man next to you, I would ask you to make me a strength save as it tries to grapple you.
Of course. It's a 7.
You fail, you are grappled, and it is going to move you half its distance, which is 15 foot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 towards the tree. Who else have we got? There we go. We got one more. No, we got 2 more. Ungabungason, I would ask you to roll me a strength save.
26.
26, you're able to bat away first man. And we've got one more that moves up into the darkness. 1, 2, 3. Into the radius of Shamash.
Is there another one in between the spirit of Grezook and the one that's next to me? Is that one still alive?
He's still alive. Who's down here then? Who's underneath Grezook? Is there someone underneath Grezook?
That's Finnan.
Finnan.
And he just-
Oh, Finnan's just moved in. Okay, fine. This one is
With
going to
this
move.
guy or with this guy?
No, it's this
guy on the
one
left.
next to Kurahi. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So, Ungar, I need you to roll me one more strength save, please, sir.
Natural 30.
Able to bat it away.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's not natural 20, it's natural 30 now.
Natural 30.
Natural 30.
Rolling 30
Jesus.
on a d20.
Level 9.
Chuck Norris plays
We-
D&D.
We move to the end of the white and we move to Grezook, who within everyone within 10 foot. Vampiric touch. Kurahi and Finn. I need you to both roll me Constitution save against 15.
Harry
And Finnan,
okay. It's alright.
closest to him.
That's
We're in genuine danger of Kirahi being the main character of the party.
The only survivor.
Finnan fails, but Kurahi passes with 22 and 14 respectively.
Finnan, you are drained of 21 hit points that channel directly into the Phantom. Kurahi is drained of half of that.
Finnan is now on death saves.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Sorry, it was 21 damage, right?
21, yes.
Half.
21
so that'd
necrotic
be-
damage.
We're gonna roll up or roll down for that.
Round up.
11 or 10. Okay. Oh Jesus, boys. Yeah, Kurahi is somehow
Yowzers.
continuing.
That's the end of Phantom Grezook's turn, as you all see Finnan's body fall to the ground and Kurahi drop to one knee. And you hear this voice echo through this large cavern once again. Sorry, I've not lagged. I'm just looking for my notes. See it now. Your fear. Exquisite. It will nourish the tree well. This is the fate of all who resist. This is but the beginning. And we move to the lair action. I don't think anyone's close enough for the lair action.
Is it
Kurahi.
just close to these blood pools?
Kurahi and Abard are both still close, and I would ask
Nubs
them
is right
both
next
to
to
roll
us.
me, and Nubs would ask you to
Oh,
both,
shit.
all three of you, roll me
I
a
am.
dexterity save, as from out around you, bloody tentacles oozing from the pools lash out at you.
That was Finnan, not Kurahi. Apologies.
That's okay, that's okay.
Dex.
What save do I need to make?
The save is a 15.
Oops.
Nubs, how about yourself, my friend?
I'm just checking if I had any extras, but I don't. Okay, let's go. Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
All three of
Table.
you manage, having seen this happen before as you come close to the pools, manage to roll your way out of these bloodied, visceral tentacles that try to lash out at you. We move to Abard Helmer.
Abard just kind of doesn't even actually notice the tentacle that narrowly misses his head, and he just takes a second, and Abard is not in a good way, and he just quickly looks at the tree, pondering, and takes a knee, and as he does so, he heals himself 40 points of healing, and lay on hands for his chin, and he's beginning to feel a little bit stronger, and he's gonna use his movement to do a quite stunning high jump over this area here. And
I do can.
just
I
box
do
jump
ask
down.
I have to ask you to roll me an acrobatics if you're jumping over something.
– 17.
DC's not hard. Yeah, okay. It was going to be a 12, so you're fine. Describe to me how Abard does jump over this successfully.
Abard's still looking at the tree, is still like a thinking pose, and he just kind of like, again, just squats and box jumps, just almost like he's lifting through the air, down to the level below, and he's looking at the tree, and he looks up at Shamash, says, "Burn the tree or heal the tree? What do we do?"
Firebenders. Rash says.
And it's the end of Abel's turn.
Okay,
And the spiritual weapon
I-
stabs at this guy.
Yes. Okay. Roll me an attack.
18.
He rolls before the tree of life. An 18. It
What the
hits. 3.
And 3.
He has 3 HP left. And
Damn it.
just a small poke into the side of the face.
It goes for the kidneys, like.
Oh, this music is fantastic.
One thing I didn't look at, or in fact no, it comes up next, is the Tree of Life roll, and within 10 feet, Ungabungson, you need to roll me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh no.
Oh.
Please, can you roll me, or tell me about a bad core memory, please? And everyone feels this resonate through your minds. It is amplified through the chamber.
Unger sees his good friend, he's not seen for a long time, Zug in front of him. There's no smile on his face, it's serious. Him and Unger are trying to pull people out of the fires of the habitations in the cave. Everything's on fire, people are on fire. Him and Unger are trying to pull them out and get them to safety. Suddenly, out of the flames, 2 giant snakes wrap themselves around Zug, around his legs. They pull him into the flames. Unger goes to grab him, to save him, but he can't move. He's petrified, and he hears Zug screams as the skin melts from his flesh. And he watches him burn in the flames. And he doesn't know if it was magic that held him there or fear. That much haunts him, and he's always felt a stomach churning guilt and rage for this action.
Ungabungson, you are restrained by the tree and brought against its trunk. Be able to roll a dex save on your next turn. We move to Mediquinsanus, wrapped up in the tree.
I am starting to become hopeless. So dexterity save.
Yes, it is. Roll me another wisdom save, please.
For fuck's sake! Like plus 5.
No.
Tell me another memory that everyone feels. Pulses through all of your veins.
But it's embarrassing.
Hyper acutely aware of this.
Medica is circling inside a vortex that took him away from his partner. He's flying through time and magic, being taken far, far into unknown. When he lands, he barely can lift himself up. He realizes that every single part of his power has been lifted. He is nothing but a normal man. Even his regular items that were magical in nature reject him, unable to use them. He's weak.
Tree awakens, and you will all witness its glory and despair, for your emotions betray you. They are chains, and I am their master. Move to Shamash Frank and Cabradon.
Crash sees yet another white coming up from below and considers preparing yet another eldritch blast for the safety of his darkness. But he realizes he can wait. That tree seems to be what's causing the real problem. The memory of Unger, the fiery snakes, inspires him. And he casts a bonfire right next to the tree. So, there's a 9 damage, I guess, to the tree if the tree has hit points. And you should just draw it on, so it's just like maybe under here, under some of the arms, I guess. It's not setting fire to Unger and Medica directly, but probably keep them quite toasty.
So you're casting the bonfire directly on the tree?
Well, yeah, I mean, as close as you can, essentially, like right next to it. Like here, for example. Enough to catch some of the branches and give the tree something to think about.
As the flames spread around the tree, you watch as nothing seems to attach elementally onto the tree itself. The flames lap around the tree, bouncing off of the trunk. There is no connection to it.
Well, worth go. And obviously this this concentration thing means the darkness spell dispels from Shamash. And so, Nubs is suddenly in light again. I think we'll be cool. Oh, I did line there.
I can see you again.
Shamash. Hello! Shamash realises this is all a bit, like, horrible. So, he uses his boots of jumping and striding, essentially, just to jump down here without damaging himself. If that's okay? Do I need to roll anything for that?
No, with your boots, that's fine. You negate the
Cool.
need to roll.
So he's like, hello, Nubs.
Jesus Christ, you scared the shit out of me.
Which I guess, how much movement would that use? Because it's like
Whatever
10?
it is on the map.
Okay, cool.
It's like 10, 15.
Cool, yeah, Smash then proceeds to move another sort of 15 over here. And that is all done.
Move to Finn and Bracefoot.
So
Death
Finn's
save.
on the old death save, so
Just roll it to me, please. Oh, doesn't
shit,
matter.
Sorry,
Ooh.
my bad.
That's right.
Hello.
I'll roll it in
Unsuccessful.
RL from now on.
That's all right.
Message you.
All good, man. It's all good.
I would have thought that would go to the DM based on the roll time.
It's all good. Don't worry.
I've updated it, so it won't do that again.
Loves Grimrick.
Yes, sir. Okay. So I cleared myself from the blood. Give me the blood, Lord. And I can see these guys up here, can't I?
Yeah, it's on a raised platform, but you'd still be able to see. It's not dramatically high.
I can definitely see this fella.
Yes.
All right, we're going to try a couple of shots at him. I need to confirm something, guys. I'm sorry, I just have to try it. So we're going to shoot at him with the bow. 19? Probably no good.
A 19 hits.
Bloody good. All right, we'll do 10 damage to him because he's not been hurt yet. If he can be hurt by physical items.
Just half of that because he's immune to piercing damage.
Oh, that was pretty fucking
Or
useless.
resistance. Sorry.
Yeah, sure. Shamash, we're destroying the tree, right? Oh, fuck it.
I was trying to. My flames don't seem to be working yet.
I'm so confused. Just a small gnome to do. Plus our friend Finnan. What must we do to save him? Oh, crap. Alright. this guy looks like easier meat anyway, so I'm going to shoot now at the little white who's underneath the big old phantom. So 23, I'm assuming, hits him, and we'll roll a 16 on him. This fella here.
Describe to me how you obliterate him.
He's just in the face of Curry. He's growling at him like, "Eh!" And then suddenly an arrow just comes
This
through
is
his
the one
open
that's
mouth.
holding Finnan's unconscious body as well,
Yeah.
by the way.
And so he's got Finna's body in his arms, sort of like, and he just looks over to Kiri. He's almost mocking him with a little growl, like, "Brah!" But then through his mouth, the tip of an arrow comes out, points, and he just goes, "Eh!" Falls over backwards and shatters.
Nice.
Excellent.
I will now use the rest of my movement to climb next to Shamash first.
Hello.
Like this. Stop using your fucking darkness spell. Use it the other way back. And then he will use his other 15 feet to climb to the top of the stairs now. Approaching Abod. Abod, you need to rethink this a little bit. And that is the end of Nubs' turn.
Okay. We move the remaining first man, who runs towards Abod Helmer now. Abod Helmer, a strength save, please. You need to match a 19. You lock in, and you're able to restrain yourself as the arms try to grapple around you. We have one more who is going to roll dexterity. He's going to run, follow Shamash down the hill, and smash into the side. He rolled an 8 on his athletics, and he smashes into the side. He loses 8 HP
I like-
to smashing into the barrier. That's the end of its turn. And we move to Grezook. I see it now. All of your fear is exquisite. Feed now. As he starts to watch as Unga and Medica are strapped against the tree. Your emotion is something I can never have. I've waited a long time for you to open this gate for me. So suffer. And he casts fifth level cloud kill. And I would ask anyone that is in a what is that? 30-foot radius.
Ooh,
God.
that is going
To
to
roll me
Line.
a wisdom save.
Am I in a 30-foot radius? Yes.
Yeah, you're on the edge.
Just about. What do we say?
Yeah.
Door.
I am. Oh. Well, it's time for a Vitu.
Would
Like-
he's gonna need to roll as he's technically
Mm.
still alive.
I get to do wisdom at. Yeah, okay, cool. I just double check. I get to do wisdom at advantage, at least. Hooray.
Maybe the cloud kill starts 5 feet away from the big.
Rolled a 12.
To be fair,
Do I get +3 as well from Sam? Sorry to interrupt.
Yes, You do.
So okay, 15. Nice. My work.
To answer Finn's question. It moves away from its source. I actually think you're okay, Finnan. I think you're okay. You're not caught in it. Everyone that failed on an 18,
Oh.
you receive 18 poison damage.
Oh boy.
It wasn't that bad, actually.
I think there's an and coming
No,
up.
not that bad, but then I would ask you, everyone that failed, to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Come on, baby.
You get a +3 on that as well.
No,
Nubs.
no.
Well, there's nothing I can
Yeah,
do about
well.
that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I made a save.
Nice one.
How delightful.
Medicine man himself.
Just Nubs that failed that, right?
I don't know. Should Abard roll? Did he roll? No, because he.
passed the save.
Yeah, it's just me that saved. Yeah, me that's failed.
Also,
Excuse
I
me.
will also do an extra save for a concentration.
Nubs, you roll an extra 2d8 of poison damage as you start to feel a chemical film fall on top of your skin as it starts to burn through
Ouch!
the upper layer of your skin.
Jesus Christ, my skin!
You see your flesh starting to visibly rot in front of your eyes.
Sanity meter
That
decreases.
is
yeah.
that is the end of the turn. Just double check distance of everyone.
Ooh, what about the blood thing? Yeah.
Yeah, Shamash, Frankie, Cabradon, roll me a dexterity save, please.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Very nice.
Bullet
Nice
time.
roll out of the way.
You somehow embarrass the blood. It's strange, but you do so.
It recoils in disgust.
Karahi also needs to roll dex save.
Oh shit. I.
Oh my god.
Unnatural one.
Oh my god.
As Karahi yet again is pulled back into the pool of oozing blood.
Oh no.
Karahi needs to roll me 2d8 of damage as
I'm
he
gonna level
is
with you now.
consumed.
There is. There's only one way current he doesn't pass out here. And it didn't
Okay.
happen.
Oh my
well, that's
God.
good.
Oh wow.
Karahi. Karahi.
Current
Main
he
character.
is-
Unconscious in the blood.
How current he's gonna like work on it is he just. Okay.
He's unconscious.
Was
He
he
rolled death
unconscious?
saves. He's enough of a character for him to roll death saves. He doesn't die
genuine.
instantly. Okay. So starting with Kuri's turn, he rolls a death save, please. If you could roll that to me directly, that would be great.
I will try.
By the way, is everyone good to keep on going, or do you want to stop?
Oh
Yeah, I could push it a bit.
I'm
Why
good.
not?
As long as I have internet.
I
True, yeah.
real quickly, I accidentally deleted Unga and Medica.
I mean, canon? Are you saying that's canon?
On the extension, you can do it.
And you? Okay.
Right.
Nice.
They should be there now.
Medicus has had a riveting battle, being tied to a tree. That's it. Being tied to a tree. But just you wait till I get out of this fucking branches.
Oh. Got it, Finland, thank you. Move to Medica's spiritual weapon.
Spiritual weapon is trying to aid its master, and it attacks the tree. Try to fucking find it. 21. And then 10 force damage.
The spiritual weapon lodges into the tree. More blood begins to seep from its wound. The tree doesn't react anything beyond that. You've seen how it moves and how it occupies space around you and seems to feed. Does nothing to the spear. We move to Abard Helmer.
Abard takes a look at the battlefield. He sees Nubs laid out in front of him. He sees Kurahi's sort of limp wrist slowly falling from the ledge next to him. He looks back at him, and Nubs appears to be melting. Medica is entangled in the tree. Things do not seem to be going well. Grezook stands defiant in front of him, and then Abard looks at the tree. He ruffles the feathers on the plume of his helmet. He polishes the nipple testicle on his armor. He plants his feet. He puts on the lenses of hindsight, and he casts Compelled Jewel on the Tree of Life as he lets out a scream of defiance. And as he thinks of his mother with perfect clarity. Abard is 31 years old. He thinks about 30 years of his mother tucking him into bed every night. And he screams at the tree in defiance to try and draw all of its attention. As he just put the lenses in the chat as well.
Nice.
Nice.
That would probably be Abard's full turn.
So, can we rewind slightly on this?
Of course you can.
What is he using the lenses of hindsight to determine?
Abard is trying to think of nothing other than the happiest thoughts he can. The moments in his life where he felt absolute least fear. So he's specifically thinking about his mother tucking him to bed as a child, sort of repeatedly, just this complete field of warmth, absolute absence of fear.
Got it. As Abard goes to cast Compel Jewel to the tree, as he puts that positive emotion and that happiness out, everyone in this room starts to feel a happiness swell around their hearts. And you all feel yourself being tucked in a warm bed. And Medica and Unga Bungason, you both get to roll a dexterity save as the tree begins to loosen its hold on you. Unga Bungason breaks free. Medica is still contained.
But they get
But
to
Abard
maybe
is-
roll advantage.
more
Unger rolls at
bases.
advantage anyway with danger sense.
Medica, this is an RP moment for you to gain advantage.
Crying out loud, you can't fail a roll on this.
No, this is just more to add to the flex. You feel not your memory, but it's a vision of yourself being put to bed. Just explain to me a memory that Medica has that is somewhat akin to this, or does it trigger anything for Medica?
As Medica starts to feel a sense of being safe, being tucked in by a person who loves him dearly, finds this alienating, doesn't understand. Why does a person treat another human being like this? He has only felt the touch of his mother by aggression and punishment. As he looks up from the bed underneath the warm bed sheets, sees a woman with glistening eyes looking down, smile on her face, saying, "I love you." At this moment, Medica realizes that this is something new. I've never felt this. He finds this very confusing, as he has always just felt aggression, hate, rejection. He starts to cry. He knows that his life would have been completely different if it were for just two most important person in his life. Desperation.
All of you feel this echo through your bodies as you feel this wave of love. Some of you have not felt this in a long time. And the tree suddenly seems to spring outwards and opens up itself. It is less defensive. And as it does, the Phantom of Grezook backs away in recoil. What is this? It is only fear. It only feeds on fear. And we move to Shamash Frank Cabradon.
Ash has felt these feelings being tucked in by Abard's mother gives him a feeling he doesn't think he's felt before. A strange human woman tucking him into bed. Nevertheless, the love, the emotion, the feeling of it makes him feel happy. Makes him think, casts him back to a happy time of his own. He starts to remember his day, his name day. When him and Madrash, his twin brother, named day, it was like no others. The whole of the Thinking Cabradon clan had gathered in the heart of this check, marking twins coming of age, and the clan's success in integrating into the Czech society. He remembers the roasted meats, spiced drinks, rich food, and dancing. all dressed in their Dragonborn finery. This seems to put him at ease, makes him feel less worried about the weird monkey man coming towards him. So he uses this and he turns around to the what's called chap who's coming up towards him and decides to fire 2 loving Eldritch blasts into his face. The 11 doesn't fit, unfortunately,
It doesn't.
but the 20 presumably does with 12.
It does.
And using his bonus action to quicken his spell, then sends another one straight away into his face with 19. And one final one, which probably doesn't hit as well. Trash, feeling more at peace with himself than he has in a while, decides to stroll gently away from the chap and see what's going on with Neymar.
Amazing. Thank you. We move to Finn and Bracefoot.
Medica and Unger were dropped from the turn order because I deleted the tokens.
Ah, yes. Okay.
Oh, were they meant to go before?
Sorry.
Yeah, just before, but I didn't notice.
What were their roles?
I think mine was 17. I changed my back.
Oh,
to
you can see them on the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah, we
they're
just
both
re-added them.
Okay. Sorry. So that's if it's alright, let's go back to Medica
go
then,
back.
based on everything that happened. Just like it makes more sense for him to be first in that. So Medica, based on that experience and the emotion that spreads through your body, what do you do? You are released from the tree now, by the way.
I would say Medica stumbles out of the tree, being weakened by all the turmoil that has gone inside his head, and he walks 15 feet out and goes to his knees as he tries to recuperate what has happened, what he has felt, where all those memories, his own or not. He just clings on to the feeling of love. There's something familiar to it, though not as unconditional as mother's love. He does remember his partner, his brother-in-arm, Dornil Khan, who after multiple different clashes, considering bigger decision on his campaign, clashed in the multi-hour combat with each other, afterwards realizing they are equal. He remembered the comradeship dawn, and he stands back up and readies himself.
Okay. Your next attack is made with advantage.
And that is my
Unger
turn.
Bungerson. And I just want to ram one thing home. Every memory, every experience the tree is amplifying is clear in your mind. And to Medica's point just now, you feel this feeling of love within you now. Unger.
Unger steps out from the boughs of the tree slowly.
Whoa.
And he starts walking towards Grezook. He's got his eyes fixed on Grezook, but he puts away the rage and the hate in his mind as much as he can. And his thoughts return to the times the party had shared around a campfire, usually just out in the wilderness in the middle of nowhere. And in this strange world that Unger finds himself in, that was the part where he felt most at home. That's the part he's used to, being around a campfire with his tribe. And Unger feels a great deal of gratitude for this tribe he now has. One that might have saved 3,000 years. Been the very ones that he first hunted with all that time ago. He feels this camaraderie and unbreakable bond. He can try and focus in on this feeling as he stands in front of Grezook.
Okay.
And that's it. He's preparing his... Standing ready.
Preparing.
Yeah, standing ready. In front of Grezook.
Okay.
While focusing on this emotion.
You do so with advantage. We move to Shamash, Frank, and Cabradon.
Ah, but I just went, remember?
Oh yes, you did. An embrace foot. Nubs Grimrick.
Okay. Right. So, with these loving tales echoing through Nub Grimrick's head, he can't help but think back to a time sitting in his grandpa's study, cross-legged on the wooden floor in his grandfather's workshop, the scent of leather and wood polish filling the air. His grandpa Toggin's wrinkled hand moved with precision, hammering tiny nails into worn boot soles, while humming a tune that seemed older than the mountains. The rhythmic tap-tap-tap was mesmerizing, and Nubs's wide eyes followed every movement, eager to learn the secrets of his family's craft. "Now, Nubsy," Toggin said, his voice rich and warm. "A good shoe deserves care, but a great cobbler listens to what the shoe needs. Do you hear it?" He held the boot up to his ear in a mock seriousness, making Nubs giggle. "Ah, this one says it needs a stronger sole for a long journey. We'll give it just that." Nubs nodded fervently, holding up a small hammer Toggin had given to him earlier, its handle wrapped in a strip of old leather just his size. "Well, I want to help, Grandpa. I'll make the best shoes in Kibosh someday, just like you." Toggin chuckled, setting the boot aside and pulling Nubs into a one-armed hug. "You already have the heart for it, lad. The hands will follow in time." As Nubs leaned into the embrace, he felt the warmth of his grandpa's love and legacy. He looked up, eyes sparkling with determination. "I love you, Grandpa. I'm going to make you proud." Toggin's hand ruffled Nubs's unruly hair. "You already do, Nubsy. You already do." A small tear forms in the corner of Nubs's eye, and the warmth fills his heart. He opens them again, seeing the creatures in front of him. He moves himself towards the tree. "I don't feel fear when I'm with you, Grandpa," he mutters in his head. And all fear and doubt melts away.
Roll me a wisdom save.
I get to do that as advantage as a gnome?
Yeah.
That was just one, so I'll roll 2. Please. Oh, 18, thank goodness.
As at first you feel this pull from the tree, you don't understand what it is that it draws on. As you correct your thought and you focus the memory, the tree seems to wrap itself around, and it doesn't constrain, it comforts the memory. And more so, the branches seem to retract within itself. The aggression dies down. And as it does so, Phantom of Grezook lets out another howl. No. It must feed. What are you doing to it?
Nubs looks over towards the Phantom. We don't really need to fear anything when we have the love of our ancestors behind us. Why do you think, and why do you reject love? Love binds us all, he says to the Phantom. Nubs looks around at the party around him. I love all of you, he says. This is RP. This is actually RP, so even if it sounds ridiculous. I'm so glad I'm with you all now.
As you move out of the turn saying that, I think there is one remaining. No, sorry, two remaining. First man. One that runs up the stairs. The next goes to lash Abard Helmer with its frostbound axe. Goes to attack. Does a 17 hit Abard?
It does not.
Does not.
See? You can't beat love. Sorry.
Ibard effortlessly
Love is
buries the
best.
axe and says, I love you, into the white side.
Love is best encased in plate armor.
Yes.
And as you look at the white eyes, and with that statement, Phantom of Grezook, in panic, looks around. It's barely been touched physically, but you hear fear in its voice. I don't understand. This is weakness. Love will not prevail. Weakness. And it casts Phantasmal Killer. And everyone within what are we? Everyone within 15 foot, I believe. Doesn't actually have
You.
spell. Must make a wisdom save.
I'm assuming this doesn't apply to Kurahi and certainly not for Finn and Chris to farming. Or he's in range.
I mean, if you take it from the middle of him, no,
Technically
he's
is-
not.
No, he is.
Is he?
Does Abard
is.
give any bonuses for this?
Abard is. We measured from the middle of the token, right?
It's kind of
Towards
hard.
the
He's sort of in four thingies.
I'd say
So I
Abard's
guess
still
closest one
protected.
is- Yeah, Abard's not.
I'm afraid Abard is 5 feet too far away from you, Medica.
Does give you an encouraging shit-eating grin, though.
You do, however, everyone within
Thumbs
30
up.
feet of Abard does get advantage against being frightened.
I don't feel frightened at all thinking about your mother.
Advantage against being frightened.
Yes.
That's what this does.
Oh. Hunger can't be frightened.
The only ones who can be frightened in this area are dead.
Hooray!
Well, fine.
Anyone
It's
that
working,
is
boys.
able
The
to
love.
anyone that is able to be frightened and is frightened takes 22 psychic damage.
Fucking hell.
Anyone that resists being frightened takes half of that. Anyone who is unconscious, who is physically unable to be frightened, takes nothing.
And what was the check against?
An 18 wisdom save.
Well, shite. Was it 26?
22.
That's a hell of a check.
Ooh.
That is the end of Grezook's, Phantom Grezook's turn. What did Kurihi roll on that wisdom save?
I'll message you the first.
Oh, he's sorry. Yes.
By the way, you guys
Still
want to see
unconscious,
a lock? Ship lock?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Here
Yes,
it is.
please. Love to.
Sick.
There is water.
Ooh.
Nice.
Dock workers on there, just looking at her half
Is
naked
it?
finish, man.
Huh?
No, I can't see any.
Dragons.
They don't mind.
Yeah.
No, there's nothing, but there's a small little tractor, I think, over there. Yeah,
Nice.
they're really cute. Like only barely fit one person inside.
That's pretty cool.
We got some of those in the hot fields on the way to work. Little midget tractors.
Yeah. I'm not sure what they use it for here. Maybe like, I don't really know. They have plenty of those in each locks.
Okay. We move to spiritual weapon.
Right. Spiritual weapon, stabby into Grezook. Let's right, find him. Where is he? There. $16.
16 doesn't hit.
Keeps angrily stabbing at nothing.
We move to Abard Helmer.
Abard is going to just sprint past this Iceman, which will give him an opportunity attack on Abard. Which I can give you a second with if you want to.
No, that's right. He shoves a nice bound axe into the 25 hit.
I just that 25. Yes, it does.
For some reason, it's not loading damage. 2d8 plus 4. You take 13 slashing damage.
And as Abard just power slides over to Nubs, taking an axe hit on the way to Finnan, Abard reaches out and embraces Wee Finnan and casts a level 2 Cure Wounds on him.
Finnan is brought out of unconsciousness and back into health.
With 18 points of healing.
God damn, you did what I was supposed to do.
Yeah.
I was supposed to sow uncharacteristic love.
Oh,
Oh
yeah,
no!
you can heal, right? That's the greatest thing.
Hooray!
Medicas are healing.
Well, it's a very RP of Abad anyway.
Yeah, oh yeah. No, I completely agree.
And I'm assuming Nubs, Finnan in that moment is going to still be kind of like a limp body. How icy is the floor?
Talking to me?
How icy is the floor?
All right.
Yeah, around me and Finnan. Because it's very cold. We're on a mountain. Is it like an icy floor? Or am I imagining that?
There's like a slight film of ice. It's not like covered in sheet ice.
Right. Abard in that moment is going to decide maybe actually trying to curl Finnan away is not a good way of dealing with the situation. And so is going to just look up at Grezook and shield as much of Finnan as he can do with his own body. And that is the end of Abard's turn.
Carry me to Ungabungason.
Unga, at this point, is going to try and take a swing at Grezook and see if he can make contact. It's going to be a normal swing. It's definitely not making contact, but
13 doesn't hit.
swings them all back in the opposite direction.
A 21 hits, but it's almost as if it naturally rebounds off of the spectral figure of this being. If this force would connect with anything natural, you know it would be devastating. But against its body and how its form doesn't seem to occupy pure physical space, you know that it doesn't deal the same damage.
Hunger's going to turn to look at the tree again. And walk up to it. And he's going to place his hand on the bark. And that's going to be the end of his turn.
Roll me a wisdom save.
No.
You get a +3.
Oh.
Might be enough.
You've chosen to take this action, you haven't been forced, so you either choose to fail or succeed. Which one do you do?
Wisdom save.
You can choose either way.
I choose to succeed.
Have me a positive core memory.
Unger thinks back to when he was a boy, around 8 years, and he got invited onto his first hunt. The only thing they gave him was a net and a few stones. But he managed to catch a rabbit. And he remembers when they got back to the fire, gutted it, skinned it. They gave Unger the first bite. And in that moment, he felt like he was a man. Even though he was still a boy, he was accepted among the hunters of the tribe. And he'll always remember that.
You all feel this irradiate from the tree, and you feel positive emotions swell. And you feel the honour in the kill and the honour in the hunt. And with that, we move to Medicrin Samus. Can't hear you, you're muted.
You're on mute.
Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you. So Medicus
gotcha.
sees as his moment of weakness gets past. He heals himself.
Oh.
He casts Cure Wounds with 18 healing. He was otherwise probably going to use into that whiny little shit that is underneath the enemy. And damned. It's really annoying that my screens are all really small. And he says, "What the hell?" and casts a small healing word on Finnan as well.
My word.
Can we take a moment to give inspiration to Medica for doing something so uncharacteristically lovely?
What, healing someone? Medica.
Member of the
I'll
party.
allow it. I'll allow it.
Nonetheless.
Wait, who was he healing? Sorry, I missed that.
You!
He healed you.
God.
I had big plans on rushing underneath Grezook and then pulling Finnan out and healing him whilst doing it, but then then I saw Abard going in for it, like, God damn it, Abard again, for fuck's sake.
What is glory if not to be stolen?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that is Medica's turn.
Smash, feeling in a place of
Smash
calm,
capital.
decides to walk calmly between these two icy fellows who's slightly concerned about, but not as nearly as much as he was. There's a nice little wander over here. And he turns around, looks at them both, says, "Time to shatter your illusions." And he casts Shatter at this point here, which should embrace both of them. So, yes, 19 damage to both of them if they fail a Constitution save, or half that if they half it.
So on both the Frostman.
Both Frosty men, yes.
They both fail.
Oh, excellent. Well, 19 damage each
19.
of these.
One is destroyed. The other is gravely injured.
As the one that is destroyed sort of follows down, Smash doesn't think it's possible, but he just puts his heart out to sort of grasp, see if anything remotely soul-like would come from that shattered corpse.
Nothing.
He shakes his head in slight disgust. Oh well, worth a try. And he wanders over to see what Nubs is up to. Smiling, big grin on his face as he's received all these happy memories from his friends.
Nubs isn't sure if this grin is angry, if he's baring his teeth, but he assumes it's a smile. And he greets him with his own smile.
Move to Finn and Bracefoot.
Finnan breathing a deep breath, and then immediately coughs and coughs out all this red goo. And looks across with a slight tear in his eye, thinking, "Why do I feel so good?" And sees Medica and Abard near him, and there's a flood of emotions come to him as he realizes his friends do care about him. Following this, he looks up, and possibly under the skirt of Grezook, and sees a terrifying sight. As I imagine he's
Big
still
Phantom
Get
Willy.
at your penis!
Finnan is frightened.
So he looks up and thinks, a chance maybe, and he casts. What does he cast? He casts Polymorph on Grezook. So he's going to try and turn him into a beast. Grezook will have to pass a wisdom save 16. I don't know if this will work or not, or if you'll take any effect.
I like it.
He saves.
Minion closes his eyes.
He is far too powerful to polymorph.
I guess he's going to try and crawl away from Grezook. Like, to some idea of safety. I guess it's a half movement speed for crawling away.
Yes.
So, call it. Yeah, I've got a walking speed of 25, so let's call it 10 because it's easier.
You get plus 10 feet on your walking speed because you're starting within 5 feet of Abod.
Oh my
Nice.
god, 35, 15.
It's pretty new.
We'll go with 15 for good measure. I crawl my ass away this way. Because I don't want to be near a red pool. And that is Finn and done.
Okay, is it Nubs now? I think the turn order's slightly off.
Where is it?
All
think it skipped me.
all
Sorry.
the chaps are dead, aren't they? Oh no, there's one.
There's one that's
remaining.
still alive, but I think it skipped me.
Yeah,
and went
another
to-
sort. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, it
Yeah.
skipped you. Sorry. Yes,
That's all right,
no,
don't
let's go for it.
All right. So with this wonderful warm feeling in his heart, Nubs draws his bow and shoots twice at the last remaining. Die, you bastard, die. Ah, yes. That'll do it, he says to himself as he looses an arrow. 15 damage.
No, wait,
enough.
15? That's small.
15, yep.
Is it?
No, total. Oh, no. Sorry, you're right. That's far too low. I do. What? Oh, okay. So a 7 plus 8 being.
You've killed him.
I've killed him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've killed him. That's it's just saying.
I
just
think
like
the correct
these
answer
numbers.
was 24.
Yes, it was. Ah, wonderful. And Nubs thinks back after doing so. Can I do this now? I think it's probably alright.
Yeah.
To a time when the party was resting by the brilliant shores of a quiet lake, the reflections dancing still on the water like fireflies. Nubs was sat cross-legged again this time, the warmth on his face mingling with the earthy scent of pine, the faint tang of Finnan's bubbling ale cauldron. Abard, the resident night owl, was strumming away on some sort of instrument, a lazy gaze, weaving gentle melodies into the crackling firelight. Shamash, ever the picture of composed wisdom, sat with his tail curled neatly around his legs, occasionally letting out a smoky chuckle at Finnan's wild tales. And that's when I said, "Oh, you called that an ale? That barrel's emptier than a Dragonborn's sense of humour," Finnan cackled, nudging Shamash with his elbow. "Careful, halfling," Shamash growled, his tone stern, but his eyes glinting with mirth. "A Dragonborn's humour is dry, the finest aged wine, unlike your frothy concurrence. Nearby, make a lean against a boulder, meticulously sharpening his sword with a whetstone. You two about it. Refeng smiled, but betrayed his amusement. Let Nut tell the story next. Report all evening. Nut poked out, startled but with the attention. "Oh, well, I've just been working on this one." He reached into his bag, pulling out a little contraption with a tiny wind-up automaton shaped like a dancing gnome. He wound up and set it on by the fire. It wobbled and twirled, arms flailing in a hilarious clumsy jig. Going at the bulky caveman barbarian. Now a booming laugh that echoed across the lake. "Little gnome, tiny gnome. Dance better than you." He felt Nubs on the back, nearly knocking him over. Next anger, Nubs managed, adjusting his hat afterwards. I think. Group dissolved into laughter, the firelight reflecting their joy. Apod's jaunty tune to match the Finn poured another round of his experimental brew, Even Medica just sort of decided to enjoy the moment. He drew the firefight down, and the night nuts graced across his companions. His heart was full.
Oh my god.
He's all right, he thought inside his voice small but sincere. You're right too, Medic said quietly. His tone for start softening for a moment. Jamash gave a dignified nod. Finn raised his mug to salute. None heard. Yes, it's enough. You are family. The fire cackled and the stars above continued their vigil quiet. Continue this to forever. Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
I think
We're better now.
it's back.
I think we missed a lot
Good.
of
I think
that.
we missed some story.
it finally
We
self-destructed.
missed all of that.
I heard a lot. I heard a lot of it. I would say.
Yeah, I heard a fair bit in the beginning, and then it just started going
Oh,
mental.
sorry.
I've kicked us over.
No,
to
don't
It
the
went
server,
full-
It's
so,
Discord.
It
yeah,
went
Discord.
full
Discord.
Super Saiyan.
Rotterdam
Yeah.
died.
It was almost comical that they just kept going and
I
everything
know, I
went
just kept
robotic
on.
and
I just wanted to
started
keep on going
distorting.
with it.
I think that was RP for Grezook's point of view of such a joyful story. He was like, oh,
Yeah, it's great. I
That's
got
kind of that's why I kind of wanted to keep on going with it, because it felt like such a good way of telling like a positive story and seeing how this being starts to malfunction in front of your eyes, and to kind of bring us to some level of conclusion
Sorry, yeah.
with this.
Friendship.
No, it's
Yeah,
okay.
friendship, yeah.
It was six positive outcomes versus 6 negative outcomes. He was unkillable. He was only destroyed by the fact of memories being shared willingly. And through this, you start to see Phantom Grezook just begin to fail in front of you as the power diminishes. Everything around it starts to disappear and fade away, and in front of you the tree begins to recluse into itself, and all level of power that you saw of it flailing around drains and restricts itself. The tree dies in front of your very eyes. And as the growth retracts down into the ground, almost in reverse order of its being, you see a small sprout of a tree, 2 leaves bearing upon it. And as you look around, the Phantom of Grezook looks upon you. Sorry, I've lost my notes.
It's alright. Can I share the bad stories with you at the end, by the way? I've got some written up now.
Of course
Yeah.
you can. And as you start to see the Phantom begin to fade in front of your eyes, this is but the beginning. You think your little victories matter. Your bravery is a fleeting candle in an endless night. You are merely tools. You will deliver the vestige to its rightful owner. My master sees all. Even in my defeat, your fates are sealed. And as you start to see the phantom form of this being fade into a dark mist, For a moment, you believe that you have escaped the threat. And then you hear a voice echo from behind you. And as you all turn, the large central pit or pool where you came form shaped in blood, like the form of the phantom, stands there in front of you all. And that's where we're going to end the session, as its mouth begins to open and say something to you all.
Just a quick question. As
Yes.
Grezook is phasing away, Smash, disappointed by his previous failure, just sticks his hand out gently to see if he can take something from Grezook's dying form. Something small and soul-shaped. Just testing the waters to see if there's something we can try. While everyone is distracted.
Even though Nubs is standing
You
right
hold
next
your
to him.
hands. You hold your hand out, and very much like you've seen, the tree finds no source of soul or emotion from this being. Nothing is there.
Smash just pats Nubs on the head and says, well,
Alright. Nubs' eyes still glistening, but he waits for what else Smash was going to tell you. Well, Nubs. Yes?
well, Nubs. Are you well?
Yes. I suppose I feel alright. Although I'm a little bit... He looks at his... What's the state of Nubs' skin at this point now?
You failed, so the condition lasts for 7 days, so your skin, unless you're able to recover from it, your skin is starting to fade into a pale demeanor, but where the impacts hit you, the flesh is rotting away.
Felt better, to be
You
honest,
don't look
Shamash.
healthy,
This
put
is
it that way.
Felt better. Let me try something really quickly. I'm just going to cast
I
Cure
think
Wounds on myself. Oh wait,
we're
okay,
about
sure.
to. We're probably at the.
Oh, true. We
at the
can't.
end.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
Maybe next.
Indeed. Next time.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go to bed soon. We
Yeah,
are
I
getting
also-
to the waters as well.
So
and
good.
I have to
All
wake
right.
up for breakfast tomorrow, or else the steward will come and hit me in the head with the pan.
Exactly.
They are actually